For most of my life, I've been the kind of person who will discover a song from an artist and just only ever listen to that one song or download that one song from that one artist. If you look at my Apple Music, it has just single songs from single artists just scattered all over the place. Well, I am determined to change that. Welcome to my new series, hopefully, called Finish That Album. The album that I am reviewing today is Decoration Day by Drive-By Truckers. I was first introduced to this album by viewers like you. You guys recommended that I listen to Outfit and the title track Decoration Day, so I did reactions for those on my channel, and I gotta say, I really like them a whole lot. They become regular parts of my listening rotation, especially Decoration Day.
It's Decoration Day. Now remind a rolling stone on his grave.
But real quick, a little bit about the album. Decoration Day is the 5th album by Drive-By Truckers, and the first to feature Jason Isbell on guitar. And hey, gotta say, I'm also a Jason Isbell fan. Done plenty of reactions to his music on my channel as well. It was released in June of 2003 to critical acclaim, with many publications putting it on their best albums or top albums of that year. And for me personally, I'd have to agree. It's a great album. I really enjoyed listening to this one and kind of diving into it from start to finish. There are just so many songs to like on this album, and honestly, like the first, 6 or 7 songs to me make for almost a perfect listening experience. Not that the rest of the album isn't good as well, but just something about the first half of the album just really grabs me and catches my attention right away. I think The Deeper In is kind of a nice slow start, and then it jumps into Sinkhole, which absolutely rocks out. I love that song. It's probably one of my favorites from the album, and really just shows that sort of country southern rock roots that the band is going for. Really rocks you out to start the album with.
Damned if I wouldn't go to church on Sunday, look the preacher in the eye.
Hell No, I Ain't Happy is pretty good as well. It's one of those that I also kind of rock out to. Really enjoy Marry Me and its sort of Allman Brothers style. I just think, again, that like 4-song start is incredible, but then you get My Sweet Annette, which I reviewed here on the channel as well. That song is fantastic. Again, kind of gives you a different look from the Drive-By Truckers, kind of a little bit softer, almost sweeter and more melodic, but obviously lyrically it's not so much that, if you know what I mean. From their Outfit, which I gotta say, like, Outfit is one of those from my channel that I had reviewed, and I liked it when I first heard it, and then I kind of just shelved it. I did not listen to it for quite some time, but in reviewing this album and kind of listening to it from start to finish, turns out I really like that song, and it became it's part of my regular rotation now as well. To me, Heathens is one of those that I don't hate, but it's one of those that if I have to skip a song, it's gonna be that one that I skip. It's a fine song. I think there's just parts of it that don't really speak to me as much as some of the other tracks. But then when we jump into Sounds Better in the Song, that one does kind of pull me right back. Kind of a slower song, but I think it really works on the album. Really, they do a good job of giving you some faster, more kind of hard southern rock songs mixed in with some more melodic kind of acoustic stylings, if you will. And then I gotta say, the sort of the back half of the song is sort of underrated to me, in the sense that, like, I skip the back half a lot. I'll listen to the front half, and then I find myself wanting to kind of skip ahead to Decoration Day. But I decided to give the album just one more listen right before I sat down to record today. And I gotta say, the back half, again, I feel like I was underrating it. I feel like it's actually a lot better than I originally kind of gave it credit for. Careless was a great song upon this, like, 10th listen that I did right before I sat down. Even Your Daddy Hates Me, I didn't dislike that one either. I thought that was fine. Of course, Decoration Day, again, being like probably my favorite Drive-By Trucker song that I've heard so far. Definitely my favorite off of the album. I don't know what it is about it. I think it just hits all the right notes. It tells a great story. And it really just kind of does it for me. I don't know. I think it's a mix of, like, just the right amount of, like, heaviness, but I think the lyrics also about this kind of sad story, right? So it's just one of those that, like, I come back to every time. Even if I don't sit down and listen to the rest of the album, I'll at least kind of pull out Decoration Day and listen to that song, if nothing else. And then Loaded Gun in the Closet, again, it was one of those where, like, after Decoration Day, I feel like you could have ended the album on Decoration Day, and it would have been fantastic. But I think they give you Loaded Gun in the Closet, and honestly, I think it kind of works here. So, with all that said, I really, really enjoyed this album. I was thinking about, like, do I do a rating system here? Do I just talk about the album in general? I think if I had to give it like a number of stars out of 5, let's say, I don't know, probably four. Actually, probably closer to 3 stars out of 5. Again, there are some songs in there that I tend to skip or just am not as interested in, even though I like the songs. I think in general on the album, I don't think there's a bad song on the album, but there are just some that I'm like, okay, I want to get past this so I can get to the song that I really like, you know? But with all that said, it's a great album, and glad that you guys introduced me to it. And hey, hopefully you enjoyed this sort of new format, this new thing for me. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know. I'd love to keep doing this, and give me a reason to jump into some more albums and actually listen to artists' albums from start to finish. So yeah, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.